Hey guys, this is my 1998 BMW 540. I'm going to show you how to do a timing chain job on it. It's the Non-VANOS, this is the 1998, so it's not as hard as the VANOS model. So I'm going to start the instruction video at the point where basic stuff's already torn down because I don't want to take up too much time showing you how to take out the radiator. Stuff's pretty easy. But I took off the engine cover, obviously. This is the radiator shroud. Radiator's outside, just got a bunch of coolant in it. Took the headlights off. Radiator hoses, took the airbox off. Took off the fan clutch and belts. Covers for the ignition coils. So that's the point we're at now, and that's where I'm going to start the video. This is where my car's at right now. Still have the intake manifold on, which I'm or not the intake manifold, the throttle body's got to come off. Dipstick's got to come off. As you can see, I took the belts off, radiator's out, ignition coils are out. All the basic stuff is taken out of the car. Alright, first we're going to remove the T25 screws holding down the positive battery terminal. Well, it's stripped out. Alright, so got that loose. Get that off of there. Just put it aside. I'm going to take these bolts out so it'll fall out. So just put it in here and close that up. Next, we're going to take off the 11 bolts holding down the valve cover. Alright. There we go. Close. Alright. There we go. Now it's up to you. You can take this box off by undoing the electrical connectors on the injectors, but I think that's way more of a pain in the ass than just finagling it out of there like I just did. Up to you. Look at this. There's actually bits of timing chain tensioner all the way up here in the head. I don't know how they would have got up here. So just whoa, that's a big piece. So there's a piece there that I found in the head. And there goes another piece. So before you take these valve covers off, it's important that, at least on these bottom ones, the washers are gone. Or at least, you know, if they fell on the floor, it's fine. You got them in your pan, that's fine. Just not so when you take it off, they fall on the engine, because then you got to get it out of there. Alright, let's see if this one comes off. Pretty easy. Fingers in there, and there we go. Alright. So the next thing we got to do on both sides is take off these oil pressure lines, which just looks like 5-10 millimeter nuts. So basically it's that process for the next 3. 1 more on this side and 2 on the other side. Here's how I got the crank bolt off, or the Jesus bolt as it's known. I have a pipe wrench around behind where the Jesus bolt is, hooked up to a ratchet strap, which is hooked up to the tractor over here. And that held that in place while I used the giant breaker bar to get the Jesus bolt off. Worked pretty well. Still finding more pieces of tensioner in here. Get this one out. There's another piece. You can see that this is the rail that failed, which is metal on metal right now. But of course we're going to replace all three of them. This one over here and the tensioner rail are good to go though, but we're still going to replace them. There's the failed guide. Ooh, lots of pieces. I don't know what idiot decided to put the sticker on here, probably 10 years ago. But dealing with that for the past 10 minutes trying to get that crap off. So you gotta make sure you get the stickers off. If for some reason they come with them on there like this, which is really dumb. It's the only one out of the three. You're fighting with this for a while. I used some Goo Gone. I was able to get most of the sticker off. You can still see it there. It's still a bit gooey, but I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. I did get 100% off of it in the guide, because that's what really matters. So you want to get that goo up in the chain. So it should be good. Still can't believe they put a sticker on this like that. So we got all the guides and chain in. So what I did is I left these bolts out and made the chain tight with a zip tie. Made sure the chain was tight all around. And if the chain's equally tight all around, and I never touched this sprocket, which was properly timed, then when I put the bolts in, it should be pretty much dead on when I put the bolts in for this one. So that's how I'm going to go by. There are special tools to time them, but I don't have those tools, so this is the way I'm going to go.